Real quick before the video gets started, we've got shirts designed by yours truly available in large, extra large, and 2XL. If you're interested in picking up one to support the channel, check the link in the description below. On to the video. Welcome back to another Tech Junkie video. I'm pretty excited today. I'm going to my first ever Cars and Coffee. Jess and I are going to take the Challenger and the Hellcat Durango out to the Cars and Coffee event. I've never been to one of these events before. I've never been to a car show in general. Even at 39, I know that's kind of hard to believe, but I've been pretty introverted most of my life. One of my customers came into my shop about 3 or 4 weeks ago when I still had the T-Rex, and he was talking about the Cars and Coffee event and told me I should bring the T-Rex out. I don't have the T-Rex anymore, but I think the Hellcat Durango and the Hellcat Challenger were more than fit the bill. I'm trying to get out of my introverted ways and start mingling with muggles again. I haven't really had much social interaction outside of work in quite a while. I'm fairly shy, and that's something that I'm trying to overcome. So we'll see how this goes. I'm looking forward to seeing some cool cars. I'm very much into cars, and I'm looking forward to seeing some cars outside of my own. Maybe I'll see some people that I recognize. I do business with a lot of people in the city that I live in, so I'm fairly certain I'll see a lot of people out there that I know. So we're going to take the Challenger and the Durango out, check out some cars, let people check out our cars, and hopefully we'll have some fun, get some footage, and we'll see how it goes. But first, we got to get the kids some breakfast, because that's the first thing they asked for when we woke up this morning. So. You go ahead. It's a Ford Fairlane. That thing sounded nasty a few minutes ago. Cool truck. It's like a spaceship.
You'd have to be really narrow.
The other way. Without either of us telling each other we do.
The color is crazy. What color would you say that is? Mint?
I love this color. Billy Wraps is who did it.
Oh, so that's a wrap. You said that's a wrap?
Yeah.
Badged it on the side. They debadged it on the side. I don't know why anybody would debadge it. Curious why they would want to take the logo off the side. That's a red eye. That's a red eye. Got a Predator logo on the side.
It's got a Predator one? That's cool.
You don't see very many of the TAs anywhere. Dodge is about to get the Gold Rush one. It's like 60 grand. A lot of work goes into making a motor like that. That's the C7. That's the C7.
This one looks better.
I like the C7 better. I think the C7 looks meaner.
Yeah, whenever you're ready, you want to trade?
Graffiti look. That's the definition of a sleeper. You would never pull up next to that truck and suspect that it would smoke you in traffic, but that car would absolutely smoke you in traffic. That is the textbook definition of sleep.
Oh, look,
Say what?
See me going down the road in that?
I thought Buzz would have fun.
It's like you. Oh, you're finished. This thing is so nice. It's got very smooth body.
Probably been resto mod. Probably had a resto mod done.
Really never know what you're going to come across. I like the hood.
Oh, I see the big duck again, Mama.
Those wheels,
I see the big duck again.
those are the same wheels that I had on the Daytona, except for they left them that color instead of powder coating them black.
This bad boy right here will grab the 360. You only get about 30, 40 yards.
Okay, I seen you guys pull.
Well, it's just like a little jump box.
So why is mine not like that?
So this one has the elephant swap, and you would never know it if you didn't know it.
I need this in my life.
We went to a Cars and Coffee event this morning and took the Challenger and the Durango, both Hellcats, out to the Cars and Coffee and had a good time. Met a lot of cool people, saw a lot of cool cars, had a good time. About 11:30, it was time for me to go to work. And so I went to work in the Durango and Jess went to Walmart in the Hellcat. About an hour passes by and Jess calls me as she comes out of Walmart and she goes, "Somebody slashed one of my tires." And I said, "What do you mean somebody slashed one of your tires?" And she said, "There is a razor blade sticking out of my rear side driver's side tire." And I said, "Okay, do you know if you ran over anything or did you notice anything?" And she said, "No, I could hear the air slowly coming out of it as I was getting back in the car at Walmart." And I said, "Okay." She said, "I think it happened at Cars and Coffee." And so I told her, I said, "You need to go in and have them check the surveillance cameras so that if somebody did that, we could, file a police report and our insurance would pay for it." So she went back in. There was nothing on the footage to indicate anybody did it at Walmart. They have clear cameras. They have clear view of the parking lot. They could see the car, and there was nothing indicating that the tires had gotten cut at Walmart, which only leads to one of two possibilities. Either somebody did it at Cars and Coffee and we didn't catch it, or she ran over something, which was my initial thought. Now, the air was slowly leaking out. You could hear the hiss, but the tire wasn't completely flat. It still had almost 20 pounds of pressure still in the tire. So we pumped the tire back up, and she was able to get to the Dodge dealer to get the tire changed. The blade was sticking out the sidewall of the tire, so she was able to fill it up and slowly drive the car to the Dodge dealer so we didn't have to have it towed. Now, again, my initial thought was she ran over something, because that happens. Road hazards happen. You run over screws, nails, all kinds of stuff. There's no telling what you're going to hit on the highway. But when she got to the Dodge dealer to get the tire replaced, the technicians said that they believe that it was intentional. The way that the razor is sticking in there, they believe it was intentional. So if they believe it's intentional, we're going to take them at their word, and you know, we'll say that it was intentional. Now, I would hate to think that anybody would go to an event like a Cars and Coffee, which is good family fun, nothing but good people, and just take and go slash the tire on somebody's car. That's a pretty way to be. Why would you do that? Why would you go ruin someone else's day? Now, instead of going home and having a positive outlook on the day, I had to go pay $311 for a new tire because somebody took it upon themselves to stick a razor blade in my tire for no reason, just no provocation. Had good conversation, and somebody took a razor blade to one of my tires. That's ridiculous. You know, I just don't get this world, man. It's one of those things. I work hard. I work all the time, and I didn't want to have to take $311 out of my bank account to go buy a new tire because somebody wanted to do that. Like, if you're the kind of person who sees someone working hard and having cool stuff, and your first thought is, let me go slash this person's tire, then you know you need to really check yourself. You really need to do some soul searching, and find a way to make yourself better. Don't try to rain on other people's parade to make yourself feel better. You know, at the end of the day, it is what it is. We bought a new tire, and I'll move on from it, and it's done. I had a good time this morning, and I'm not going to let that rain on my parade. But it's pretty that I had to go out and buy a new tire because somebody thought it would be a good idea to stick a razor blade in my tire. You know, it's just, my kids were in that car. What happens if that tire blows while we're driving it? You know, this is one of those situations where it's so avoidable, and it's really and it happens. But anyway, I appreciate you guys watching the video. I needed to vent a little bit. It's one of those things. What are you going to do? Y'all have a good one. Y'all take it easy. Well, that's a wrap on my first ever Cars and Coffee. Had a lot of fun out there today. Met a lot of cool people. Had some good conversations. Filmed a lot of cool cars. I appreciate everybody letting me film their cars. I appreciate you guys watching these videos. If you like it, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you watching, and y'all take it easy.